should we tell them what we did last night?
Sure.
We both went to a new restaurant that neither of us have been to.
Yes. And it was so fire. It was literally like the best dinner.
Dude, that shit was so... Unfortunately, a couple times this morning when I was yakking, I could feel the steak cubes that I was slicing myself last night. I could feel those cubes coming out. So I was like, oh, man, like, didn't even get to finish digesting that shit. But, whatchamacallit, that shit was so fire. So basically, Rylee and I went to Morton's. We've never been there before. Never even heard of it. Actually,
I've heard of it.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, see, from who? From where?
I'm telling you, that's what we got.
Oh,
catered.
yeah. I swear we got something else, babe. I don't think it was that.
It was.
Whatever. We went to Morton's, and that shit was super fire. The first thing we got was like bacon wrapped scallops. I'm not a scallop fan because honestly, it's just jiggly, and it's like it's almost like eating like pork fat or like, you know, just like any type of fat, but it's like in the shape of a little fucking disc. But I'm not a big fan of the jiggly consistencies. Like, I don't like fatty foods. So the scallop shit, it was I'm not gonna lie, it was good, but like I think I enjoyed it more because it was wrapped with bacon.
Yeah.
You know?
But the scallop eat it by itself.
It's kind of flavorless.
It is.
Right? It's kind of flavorless.
It's a texture thing, I think.
Yeah, like, and that's the thing. I'm not the type of dude to be like, oh, yes, I love jiggly, wiggly textures in my mouth. Gelatinous. There you go. Yeah, we got that. What else? Oh, what was the really good thing we got?
Bacon. No. What is it? Prosciutto wrapped mozzarella.
Prosciutto wrapped mozzarella.
That was so good.
That was, honestly, like... Now that I'm, you know, like I feel like when I was younger for a long time, I really did not care about food at all. I was like, you know, because I didn't have, you know, experiment enough, I guess, with different foods. But I know for sure, like prosciutto is like one of my favorite fucking things. You could eat that all day, every day. It's so good.
Yeah, I love it too. But I don't know, the way they prepared it, it was like baked or something.
No,
and
they
it was, like
fried it. Yeah, they fried. It's like
it
basically
so good.
Making bacon, like frying bacon, but using prosciutto instead. It was the best shit ever. It's so fire. It was
like a mozzarella stick, but instead of breading, it was bacon.
I don't even like mozzarella sticks. That prosciutto was just fire enough. But anyways, also, you know what's cool is when Rylee and I first got together, there's this Korean barbecue restaurant that I really love going to. It's like my favorite Korean barbecue spot. Every time I've gone there, I learned it from the locals there. There was these like, you know, tables full of Korean, like, you know, Korean businessmen who would always be going there like during lunchtime or some shit. And I noticed they would be doing this thing where they would like all eat, chill. There'll be like, you know, 10, 12 of them. They'll be eating, drink a little beer. And then they all, 10, 12 of them, all head outside. And then they're all outside for like 20, 30 minutes smoking cigarettes. And then they all come back inside. They left the table empty. Then they all come back inside and continue eating. So me and my homies like picked up that trend at that Korean barbecue spot where at a certain point you just tell your waiter like, hey, I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. Like, is it fine? And they're always just like, you know, it's cool. So we pulled that move with Morton at Morton's and
Morton. Yeah, we told Morton himself.
Yeah, we told himself like, yo, we're about to go get faded right now. No, but we told the lady, we're like, yo, we're gonna go take a cigarette break. We'll be back in a second.
She stepped out, smelled that shit.
I know. Eventually she came outside. She's like, I can't hold your steaks any longer.
We're like, we're coming back, sis.
I should have told her like how long we were gonna take. But anyways, what'd you end up ordering? I forgot.
I had the Cajun steak, and it was literally the best steak I've had at a restaurant.
But what cut of a steak was it?
I think it was a ribeye. I think it was a ribeye
as well.
It was a ribeye.
Damn, did I get ribeye as well? I think
you did too.
I think you got New York. I don't remember. No. I remember. Okay, so you got the Cajun. It was fire.
It was the best steak I had. I just said.
Dude, we kind of got into not argument, but we were like talking about it last.
Which one was better?
Last night we were like, Rylee had her steak and I had my steak, and dude, I got the dry aged ribeye. I don't know, I think it was like 30-day dry aged, and I was like eating it. And I was like fucking like orgasming in my mouth. I was like, bro, this is so fucking fire. Like that. And I was telling Rylee, I'm like, this, whatever I got here, I was like, is the best shit ever. She's like, nah, whatever I got is the best shit ever. And we were like, I was like, no, I'm telling you, it's the dry age. And then we tried each other's steaks. I did fuck with yours, but I finished mine.
Well, I was. You didn't finish yours,
bro. I didn't care how full I was. That shit was so good, dude.
That's probably why you yacked it. I didn't yak my steak.
Yeah, I overate for sure. And then we came home and ate fucking cake.
Oh yeah, Yuri got me a cake.
Oh yes.
From Porto's, and it had like this zombie hand coming out of it.
You see, like
I was like, what the fuck? This is how you think of me? This green
She's
ass
like,
gross hand.
"Can
And
we-"
it says happy birthday, Riley. It was really, really cute.
We should show them
I
the
was
hand.
fucking around, but I was just like, this is funny. Like,
nah, you were legitimately like confused. You're like, why does it have a green
it's
hand?
like a green zombie hand.
Well, I didn't know it came with the green zombie hand. Basically,
No, it was cute.
I went to Porto's.
And it was delicious.
And I was looking at all the cakes, and I swear we've had the conversation before, but at least in my head, like a lot of cakes, dude, like when they do the chocolate thing, they'll overdo it, bro. Like they'll put every fucking ingredient in that shit is fucking chocolate oriented, and then you take one bite and you're like, it's literally like death by chocolate. Like I love chocolate, but that's like, you know, chocolate cakes sometimes are too much. So I was like,
yeah, it's like too rich.
Exactly. I was looking at the cakes to see what to get Rylee, and then I see this one, and then I was asking the girl, I was like, yo, like, what's something that's like not too chocolatey? You guys might have like 1 or 2 layers in the cake that's chocolate. And it was between chocolate raspberry something, and then it was that one. But the one I looked at, yeah, it had a hand on it, but I was assuming like that's just like a display thing or whatever. I didn't think you were gonna get the hand too. But the hand is made out of white chocolate.
No, it was
dude.
cool. It was definitely cool. It was the cake was fucking delicious.
Well, we should post it on Instagram after this,
I will.
or maybe we could bring it up. No, okay, Rylee.
I have a picture of the thing. Oh yeah, we could bring up the hand. But we
Rylee,
kind of ate it.
just the back of it.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, Rylee, you should post what the hand looks like so that people can go check it out. The hand looks so realistic.
It's like
I'm like,
moldy.
and it's white chocolate. It's 100% white chocolate. We were like, last night we were tripping out. I was like, Riley's like, I think you can eat it, and you were like biting it so hard. I was like, dude, I think that's plastic. And then it broke. And then I was like, oh, okay, it is edible. But the way you were biting it, I was like, dude, that's not. I thought you were like being too fucked up. I was like, dude, that's not edible for sure.
No, I could tell. I didn't think it was chocolate though. Thought it was gonna be like a Rice Krispie treat.
No,
Because that's how they used to do like those types of things on Cake Boss.
with the definition of like the detail on that hand.
Yeah,
there's no
that's
way they
true.
could do that with Rice Krispie.
Did you ever watch Cake Boss?
Is it like compressed?
That's
for
how
Rice
they used to do
Krispie?
like details, and then they would mold it with chocolate
Oh.
and then paint on top of it.
I don't know. I would expect white chocolate. Maybe it was like a mold of a white chocolate hand.
Oh yeah, that's what it was for sure.
Anyways,
It wasn't hollow.
dude, that steak place, I could eat.
That was 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that was a 10 out of 10
We've been to a
experience.
couple steak houses now, and I
Yeah.
feel like that was definitely like the best. Even the sides were so good too.
Do you guys want to hear how I came up with the idea of going here? Basically, I've taken Rylee. You know, we've gone to many restaurants already. Like for your birthdays, we went to 71 Above. We've gone to Giacomo's, or what's it called? Joffrey's.
Giacomo.
We went to you know, we've gone to like a bunch of different places, but I also like, you know, I don't know every fucking restaurant out there. And then also, if you go on Google and type in best restaurant in LA, it's like you're subject to, you know, who's able to pay the most for the most reviews, who's able to pay for the best slot or whatever it is. It's like really not gonna be an honest, like, you know, what are these restaurants? So I texted Toke and I was like, yo, Toke, what's a really fire steakhouse? And then he like gave me like this one spot, and I was like, can you give me 5 places that Blue Bloods Clan raps about? And then he gave me a list of all these restaurants.
Oh my god.
And out of I searched like 4 of them basically, and out of those 4, Morin's had the highest rating, and also it was not that far of a drive compared to all the other ones. So I was like, all right, we're gonna do that one.
Yeah, Morton's was fire.
But I'm down to try the other ones as well. But I'm not gonna lie. A while ago, you know, I took Rylee to what's it called again? Joffrey's. Right? Joffrey's in Malibu, and it's cool, I guess, because it's like by the beach. You're kind of like eating by the beach, but you know, it's LA. I mean, it's not Venice Beach, but it's Malibu Beach, which I guess looks nice, but it's not super see-through and nice and like, you know, scenic. But I guess it is nice. That restaurant, we got like less stuff and spent way more money, dude. That shit was insane. And then I was like thinking, all right, you know, I was expecting the same thing from Morin's, but it wasn't like the same thing at all. And I was like, bro, like Morin's was way better than fucking Joffrey's. But I don't even remember. I think in Joffrey's, that's when they gave me the onion rings with no ranch. And I was like, yo, what?
Probably.
And I was like thrown off already. I was like, why the fuck?
There's a couple things we were like, really?
Yeah. That's the number one like trigger. It's like, how the fuck is any restaurant gonna serve onion rings without ranch? That's the weirdest thing to me. It's like, it doesn't, like an onion ring exists with ranch, like in unison. They
Tell
can't.
that to Carl's Jr. because they made the Western bacon cheeseburger, and that has barbecue sauce and onion rings in it.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't.
So some people fuck with it with barbecue sauce.
No, I can't fuck with people that eat onion rings with barbecue sauce. Normal people.
Yeah, I prefer ranch.
No, not weird. Like weird people like it with barbecue sauce. Normal people like it with ranch. Ranch is so much fire. It's a superior thing. And also, how do you make ranch again? Didn't you make it the other day?
Mm-hmm.
How do you make it?
Mayo, buttermilk, and then just ranch seasoning packets. That's how they make it.
You're not. I thought you were making it.
That's how they make it at Wingstop.
I thought you were making it from scratch.
No.
That's.
I make it. It tastes better though than the bottle.
I guess yeah, you're right. It is.
That's
good.
how they make it at Wingstop.
But whenever you tell me I'm making ranch, I always envision that like you're downstairs fucking
churning butter,
chopping. And, no, not. Well, I didn't know it needed butter, but like I thought you were like, yeah, making everything from scratch. I guess
I should.
It's just a season
I want
packings.
to with dill and stuff.
With dill. Well, you'd have to make the mayo too, which is way easier, right? Just oil and egg.
Yeah, I don't even know how to make.
And just mix that shit together.